Welcome to the Florida Keys. The Florida Keys are known for long bridges, endless water views, beautiful sunsets, chickens roaming free, and laid-back living. But are they van life friendly? And can you travel there on a low budget? We're about to find out. Today we're exploring the Northern Keys, starting with Key Largo and ending in Islamorada. We're revisiting some of our favorite spots, celebrating our 25th anniversary, and then need to find a free place to park overnight. She said, no. Guess we're not going to park there tonight. So we found a spot and we think it maybe will be okay. Well, this morning we head to the Keys, but first we're going to do a special breakfast. We probably had, I don't know, would you say at least 7 other camper neighbors last night?
At least.
Yeah, there were a lot. And it wasn't really quiet here last night. Did you sleep well?
I did once that alarm went off.
Yeah, there was an alarm that would go for a while, turn off, go back on. I thought it was going to go all night, so we cranked up the white noise. We cranked up our fans, and then, yeah. So I guess I slept pretty well overall, but I was kind of worried about it. There's a lot of traffic here too, and I didn't think there would be. But anyway, our mattress is comfy, and it's nice being all cozy in here. And now I'm hungry.
Let's go get some breakfast.
All right. I think it's a jeans and long sleeve shirt kind of morning. All right, it's breakfast time. We're very thankful that Cracker Barrel allows RVers and van lifers to park overnight in their lots. It's pretty much our go-to spot here on the East Coast. We had a great anniversary breakfast feast, compliments of our friend Safety Sue. My favorite on the menu this time was their beignets. And this might be shocking, but I'm just going to put it out there. I think I liked them more than the famous Café du Monde beignets in New Orleans.
Hey everybody, if this is your first time with us, I'm Audra and that's Steve. And, well, I'm Steve, that's Audra. Thanks for tuning in.
We're actually on our way today to the Florida Keys. Our first stop is John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park. We have heard that the Keys are not very van life friendly, so we're going to have to see how that goes. We have looked on the map and we think we have found a place to stealth camp for the night. So we hope you stick around and see how it goes. When you're coming down to the Florida Keys, the sure sign that you've arrived is that the center divider in the highway is painted aqua. Welcome to the Florida Keys. Alright, so here we are. I think it's actually $9 a vehicle, or it would be for us with 2 people to get into this park. Guess what?
Not with this get out of jail free card.
Most of our footage and photos here at John Pennekamp are lost. Honestly, we've never been especially impressed by this park, and our time here today was a bit disappointing. We'll give you a quick recap with the footage we do still have and a few photos from the park's website thrown in. The park has a few nature trails and some marked kayaking trails as well. What probably makes this park so popular is that it offers snorkeling tours and glass-bottom boat tours out to the reef. John Pennekamp is the country's first undersea park and encompasses 70 nautical square miles. The park also has 2 small beaches, Far Beach and Cannon Beach. Cannon Beach is the park's primary snorkeling beach where you can find the artifacts from an early Spanish shipwreck that have been placed underwater for viewing. Probably the highlight of our time at the park was actually visiting the visitor center, where they have a 30,000-gallon saltwater aquarium with reef fish and smaller aquariums with fish, living coral, which was my favorite, and other sea critters. Oh, that's not a bad view. So we're getting ready to go out for a little hike. I thought I'd check our Delta power unit before we did, and I'm glad we did. I'm gonna have to take a look at it. It looks like something's wrong. It's funny how many times we have problems with this unit. So I heard it running, and I thought I would check. We're 89%, but it doesn't show any input, even though we're in full sun. So the unit is showing 0 input, and it keeps flashing like the output's 5, and it keeps saying car. Is that normal that it shows the output?
Yeah, that's the button you're pushing that keeps power on regardless.
Oh, that I didn't turn off. But why is it only... Should I unplug it?
Yeah, I found that you have to basically like reset it,
like,
unplug the solar, put it back in, and that
so,
usually fixes it.
it's so dumb. We shouldn't have to do this at all. If the unit was better, if we're out hiking, we shouldn't have to like... It shouldn't be bringing in 0 when we need it. So I'm going to plug it back in. And it's still saying 0. So should I turn the whole thing off? So I power it off. And turn it back on. So we're 89%.
Now try plugging the solar in.
And now we have input. All it says. So that's a big concern of ours with this unit. It's the EcoFlow Delta. You shouldn't have to babysit it like this. So now we're pulling in closer to 120, 130. It keeps going up. So we're bringing in now over 130 watts. If we hadn't checked it, it wouldn't have been charging while we were out, and it's like peak time of the day. So that's pretty disappointing. That's been our experience to date, that the unit has not been reliable. We had done a lot of research, it had good reviews. There were a lot of reasons why we picked that one. But going forward, I don't know what we're going to do. We'll probably keep it for a while, but we might look to upgrade to something that works more reliably than that, and one that we can actually check from our phone. Alright, so we are going to head out and head south. Can't say we were super impressed here. We were here several years ago and felt the same way. We don't feel like any different now, even though the weather's better. I think this is the kind of place you want to come if you're just going to do the snorkeling or the snorkeling expedition. And we've been snorkeling in some amazing places, so we just didn't feel like it was worth it today. So we're going to keep on moving.
Our experience here might have been a little bit better had the hike been more than 100 feet.
I'll say.
We might have seen a little bit more of the park. But anyway, on to the next thing.
So this is somewhere we've been before, and it has easy access out by the water, and I think lots of places to sit. So I think we're going to make some lunch and just hang out here for a little bit. We are now in Islamorada. Alright, we're just making a little lunch here in the van. I think we're going to actually take it out and enjoy the water view. Making a little chicken salad sandwich. And we got some other fruit and snacks and stuff to go with it. So that over there is where we just were, the Postcard Inn and Marina area. We crossed over the inlet, and now we're here. It's a little restaurant area. some nice photo ops and stuff. Nice views.
Audra, the fish caught me again.
Oh man. What are we gonna do?
I was catching an almaco and I couldn't breathe. Now it's like, whatever. Look at that.
He drags in these giant amberjack now, and he's like,
He's bigger than the ice chest.
Nice catch.
I'm just shocked.
Good workout.
Yeah.
That's a good workout, Russ.
You know what the best workout was?
What's that?
Watching the first mate up and then up.
So you want to know why we stopped at this place? It's to see Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve says, seize the day. Everyone, meet Lorelei. Lorelei, everyone. When in the Keys, you have to stop at a giant mermaid, right? Well, definitely no parking overnight here. Not surprised. I almost didn't see this guy here. Hey, buddy. I don't think I said already that we're now in Islamorada. We started this morning. John Pennekamp is at Key Largo. We don't feel like there's really that much in Key Largo. Islamorada has a little bit more, but this area really is all about having a boat. It's all about being out on the water. So if you don't have a boat, your time is very different. So hopefully when we're down here, we'll be able to use our new inflatable kayak that we got. But until then, we're just checking out the views that we can, that we knew of from trips that we were here before. Look, it's Ernest Hemingway's boat. You don't see a boat every day in his shop.
Very narrow steps. Definitely not built for anybody over 6 feet tall.
Oh, that's okay. You can just walk around like that forever.
Let's see. Once upon a time, there was a van life couple named Steve and Audra, and they lived happily ever after. The end.
Aww. The Bass Pro Shop and its restaurant is a great location. The perfect place to catch the sunset. So that was a nice way to finish up the day, celebrating our 25th anniversary. Sunset was nice. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
So, for dinner tonight, we're doing something simple. We're just having some salads and then some little stuff. We're still in the Bass Pro Shop parking lot, and we're actually going to go in and ask them if we can park overnight. We kind of think they'll say no, but we're going to try anyway. We won't know till you ask.
How could they say no to such a pretty girl? I couldn't.
Aww. He's trying to get the anniversary brownie points tonight, folks. So what we're doing right now, in case we can't park here at Bass Pro Shop, we're actually looking at some backup plans. Because we have one other place identified. And now he's got a second spot. So what we typically look for if we're not going to park in a parking lot is an area that maybe it's some residential and commercial, or if it's residential, maybe like there's a fence and like high bushes that if we park there, the people where we're parking next to wouldn't be able to see us in the middle of the night. So I think that's what you found this one, right? It's right up along a fence, and then there's nobody directly across from it, so it might work. So hopefully that's 3 potential options. Hopefully that'll cover us for tonight. Guess we'll find out. Hi. So I found a really nice lady and asked her about parking. She said no, that we can't hear. She said she's kind of surprised because they do allow that at other Bass Pro Shops. But she said they're not set up for it, whatever that means, and that they don't have the security even though there's not much crime. She suggested that we actually go north a little bit to Tavernier because it's a different like township that's like a little bit more laid back. She said maybe try even some of the cheaper motels, that maybe even ask if we could like pay to park in their parking lot overnight. She mentioned the church up this way, and she also suggested Winn-Dixie. She didn't know if we'd be able to stay there or not, but she thought the worst they can do is just ask us to move. So that's the lowdown. A no-go for Brass. Why do I keep saying Brass? It's a no-go for Bass Pro Shops. So the spot we wanted to park tonight, there's these little art studios or whatever, and then we realized there's a UPS store over here. Or not a UPS store, like a distribution center. We were just gonna park there, but now they're parking the UPS truck there. So, guess we're not gonna park there tonight. All right, you guys. So we found a spot. It's kind of an odd location. We think it maybe will be okay. We drove around. It looks like maybe some apartments or temporary like spa. I don't know. It's really weird.
It's
looking.
the weirdest conglomeration of apartments and business and
Something.
who knows.
It almost looks like a recycling plant. I don't know. Anyway, so we parked in the street. It looks like maybe there's people coming and going that we won't be noticed, but I guess we'll find out.
Tune in next week to see if we made it. See ya.
Thanks for joining us for our 25th anniversary. We'll see you next time. Happy anniversary.
Anniversary. You guys have been married to us for 25 years now.
First stop is John Pennecamp's Coral State Reef.
Nice.
Coral State Reef.
They lived heavily ever after.
So he said heavily.
I did.
Heavily ever after. This kid footage of us.